A shocking admission from the referee has thrown VAR's accuracy into question after Barcelona's goal was controversially disallowed. What's the sequence of the events? Stay tuned to find out. And we've got some exciting football news for you, so stick around until the end to catch all the latest updates. Welcome to Football Talks. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Spain's future. Luis de la Fuente calls up 17-year-old Pau Cubarsi over veteran Inigo Martinez. 17-year-old Pau Cubarsi is making headlines as he joins Spain's national team for their UEFA Nations League games, marking his first call-up by coach Luis de la Fuente. Initially, Cubarsi wasn't included in the squad due to a facial injury that required stitches, with the coach opting to let him recover. But with a recent injury to Spanish defender Pau Torres, the young Barcelona star is now set to join Spain's senior ranks, a move that's sparking plenty of conversation. Many fans and pundits are questioning de la Fuente's choice, especially with 33-year-old veteran Inigo Martinez in prime form this season. Despite his stellar performances, Martinez hasn't had a national team call-up since March. In fact, he's proven himself as a rock at the back for Barcelona, leading some to argue he deserves a place in the current lineup over the relatively inexperienced Cubarsi. Yet there's a clear method to de la Fuente's choice. Reports from Mundo Deportivo suggest the coach is building for the future, specifically eyeing the 2026 World Cup. He's eager to mold younger players now who could be pivotal for Spain in the years to come. For de la Fuente, this tournament cycle isn't just about the next match, but about creating a team with an eye on long-term success. As for Martinez, it seems his age is a decisive factor. Though his current form is undeniable, de la Fuente believes the 2026 squad will require younger players with fresher legs. So, while Martinez's absence has puzzled some, it appears the coach is playing the long game, prioritizing future potential over immediate experience. Referee and FIFA expose VAR controversy after disallowing Barcelona's legitimate goal. Barcelona fans are up in arms after a controversial disallowed goal from Robert Lewandowski cost them a win in their recent 1-0 loss to Real Sociedad. The decision came down to a hair-thin offside call flagged by VAR, which claimed Lewandowski's foot was marginally ahead. Frustration boiled over as coach Hansi Flick clashed with referee Guillermo Cuadra Fernandez, challenging the call and pressing for a clearer explanation. It's an incident that's ignited a debate over the precision of VAR technology and whether such fine margins in decision-making truly benefit the sport. The match saw Lewandowski score a seemingly clean goal in the 13th minute, which was quickly chalked off due to an offside. The VAR technology, using advanced cameras and tracking each player's position at 29 points, allegedly picked up an offside by millimeters. Fans and analysts, however, argued that the images showed Lewandowski's foot behind Real Sociedad's last defender, casting doubt on the validity of the call. Even FIFA's head of refereeing, Pierluigi Collina, waded into the controversy, highlighting the challenges of making split-second decisions on such microscopic margins. After the call, tensions flared in the dressing room as Hansi Flick confronted the referee at halftime. Flick, though ultimately accepting responsibility for the loss, was clearly agitated, voicing that such a tight offside call seemed unnecessary. Referee Cuadra, however, stood firm, explaining that the VAR review confirmed the offside, and thus, the decision couldn't be overturned. Flick's visible frustration only underscored the lingering doubts around the accuracy and transparency of the VAR process in this instance. Barcelona players were equally vocal about the decision. Brazilian star Rafinha took to Instagram, posting a humorous yet biting story that mocked the decision, sharing an image of overly long shoes, suggesting that Lewandowski would need to wear them for the goal to count. Midfielder Marc Casado and goalkeeper Iñaki Peña also questioned the VAR's reliability, calling for La Liga to review the incident to prevent such contentious calls in the future. The game-changing moment has since drawn calls for reform in the use of VAR in tight offside situations. Collina himself acknowledged the complexities, noting that while VAR was developed to make the game fairer, such minute margins could leave fans feeling disconnected from the action. Kalina highlighted that the spirit of football lies in the freedom to attack and create, suggesting that the system might need rethinking to ensure decisions respect the essence of the game. For Barcelona, the fallout has only begun. The club plans to formally request an explanation from the technical committee of referees to better understand how VAR reached its decision, particularly since the image provided didn't clearly show Lewandowski's foot as the one offside. Barcelona has clarified that this request isn't meant to criticize refereeing, but to gain clarity on the system's function and to prevent similar situations from occurring. Real Sociedad, meanwhile, celebrated a hard-fought victory, with coach Imanol Alguacil hailing his team's performance as deserved. However, the result also has implications for Real Madrid, as Barcelona's lead at the top of La Liga has now shrunk to 6 points. For fans, players, and managers alike, the game has cast a spotlight on VAR's role in football, especially in high-stakes matches where every goal can sway the league race. As debates continue, it's clear that football's relationship with technology remains a work in progress. VAR has brought precision, but not without frustration, and as Barcelona learned all too well, it sometimes takes only the tip of a boot to rewrite a team's fate. In the end, the focus remains on making sure that the passion and unpredictability of the game remain intact, even as we seek fairness through technology. In our view, this controversy over Lewandowski's disallowed goal raises an important question. Should the spirit of football take precedence over technological precision? While VAR is meant to eliminate errors, it's moments like these that remind us the game isn't about millimeters or pixels. It's about goals, creativity, and the thrill of play. When technology interferes to such an extreme that the enjoyment and flow of the game are disrupted, it feels as though we're losing sight of what makes football captivating in the first place. A goal ruled out by a razor-thin margin seems to deflate the excitement rather than enhance fairness. Moreover, the response from Barcelona's players and coach Flick highlights a deep frustration that many fans share. VAR was introduced to support referees, not to overshadow the human elements that make the game relatable and emotional. Lewandowski's goal, ruled offside by a fraction, felt like a disservice to the essence of competition. We believe it's time to rethink how VAR is used, especially when decisions come down to hairline measurements. Football is, at its core, a game of passion and spontaneity, and the rules should allow some room for that spirit to shine through. What do you think, Barcelona fans? Should VAR's precision be dialed back to let the natural flow of the game shine through? Or is this level of accuracy necessary for fair play? Does disallowing a goal by mere millimeters take away from the spirit of football? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Deco explains why Barcelona failed to sign Nico Williams. FC Barcelona had a summer transfer window filled with ups and downs, but that hasn't slowed the team down on the pitch. While they succeeded in signing Spanish midfielder Dani Olmo, their pursuit of Nico Williams ended in disappointment. The interest in the Athletic Bilbao winger was no secret, and even Williams admitted that players like Lamine Yamal and Alejandro Balda tried to convince him to make the move. However, after discussions with his family, he decided to stay put. Barcelona's sporting director, Deco, confirmed in a recent interview with Mundo Deportivo that the club did indeed target Williams, but once it became clear the player wasn't keen on making the switch, they moved on. "We brought in Dani Olmo, who is a priority for us," Deco explained, acknowledging the need for more depth in attack. The club's backup plan worked out well, as Rafinha has flourished this season, becoming one of the top attackers in world football. Reflecting on Williams' decision to stay at Bilbao, it's hard not to see it as a blessing in disguise for Barcelona. As Johan Cruyff once said, "If you have second thoughts about playing for FC Barcelona, you are no longer of service to us." Rafinha's rise to prominence this season might not have been possible if Williams had joined the team. As things stand, Barcelona's attack is in great shape, and perhaps things are exactly as they were meant to be. While Nico Williams is undoubtedly a talented player, his choice to turn down Barcelona has yet to bear the same fruit as Rafinha's success. In the end, the €70 million rated winger has had a solid season with Athletic Bilbao, but he's not quite hitting the same heights as the likes of Rafinha and Lamine Yamal under Hansi Flick. Time will tell whether the opportunity to join Barcelona will come around again, but for now, Barcelona's attack seems in safe hands. What do you think about Nico Williams' decision to stay at Bilbao? Do you agree that missing out on him turned out to be a blessing for Barcelona? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments your opinion. Tie your shoelaces and let's talk football again. See you soon.